Welcome into Wapakoneta High School Gymnasium, where tonight the Wapakoneta Redskins hosting the Kenton Wildcats in a WBL matchup. The Redskins come in 12-8 and 4-4 inside the WBL, hosting the 11-8 Kenton Wildcats, who ended tonight's contest 2-6 inside the WBL. I'm Dan Hirn, along with Rick Bowersock. And Rick, at this point in the season, these two teams familiar with each other.
Yes, they should be if they're not. Kenton's coming in looking to add to get themselves out of the bottom of the WBL with a 2-6 record, and they're going to have to go up against fired-up Redskins tonight, and the seniors in their last home game, and both teams will be getting ready for tournament.
Coach Matt McCullough mentioned that it is senior night here at Wapakoneta High School, and he said that they're going to have a difficult time matching the emotion and the intensity that the Redskins will bring to the floor tonight.
Right. They need to do that to win on the road in the WBL.
The Redskins on the other side, coming off a win over Coldwater, and Coach Bradley was happy with their unselfish play in that game.
Yes, they came back on Saturday night last week after a tough loss at Shawnee, didn't play well, and came back to play well Saturday, and they want to keep that rolling going into the tournament.
For this Kenton team, they have athletic lineup, and that is led by Grant Sherman. He was a player that we talked about a lot during the football season.
Right, very good, very athletic, gifted young man. Played quarterback for the Wildcats and is their leading scorer and their best player.
And for the Redskins, led by Greavy on the floor.
Greavy's been the leader now for 4 years. This is his last home game. He's the point guard. He's in charge, and look for him to have a good game.
We're going to take a break here. When we come back, we'll take a look at the keys to the game and your starting lineups. That's next on TSC.
So, you think just because you're from a small town, you can't have everything that the big towns have? Wrong. At TSC, we offer over 300 digital cable channels to you right here in the heart of the Midwest. Surprised? Don't be. We're TSC. No contracts, no gimmicks, and everything is straightforward and down to earth. Order your digital cable package today, and the HD is free. Now you're talking smart.
If you find yourself in need of legal services, make the law offices of Jowett & Burton your first call. Whether your legal issue involves protecting assets, trust planning or probating an estate, starting a business, buying or selling real estate, or civil litigation over a commercial, probate, or domestic matter, the attorneys and paralegals at Jowett & Burton are ready to help. Call the law offices of Jowett & Burton today at 419-738-9274.
When you see an orange truck, you think G.A. Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because G.A. Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, G.A. Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, think green.
Welcome to TSC High School Hoops, brought to you by TSC, G.A. Windsor, Stolly Insurance, the Wapakoneta Family YMCA, and by Jowett & Burton, Attorneys at Law.
Welcome back into Wapakoneta High School Gymnasium, where the Redskins tonight hosting the Kenton Wildcats in a WBL matchup to wrap up this season. And it's senior night here tonight, Rick. We've a good crowd on hand, and the student section in costume. They are ready to rock here at the high school.
A lot of red and white out there.
The Redskins coming off a win, as we mentioned, over Coldwater, 63-51. They have 7 seniors on this group, and those seniors playing in their final home game here at the gymnasium tonight. What does that mean to those guys?
Well, it means a lot to them. It means a lot to their families, to their friends, to everybody. So they want to have a good showing tonight.
And they are pulling out all the stops here on senior night as they've darkened the lights here in the gymnasium. For the Redskins, final tune-up before the tournament starts. They'll be the number 3 seed in their corner of the bracket, and they'll be playing Salina in the opening round. As we mentioned, they're 4-4 inside the WBL, and that corner of the bracket has a very familiar flavor to it. There's a lot of WBL schools over there in that corner.
Right, exactly. Redskins would like to get this win and get a 5-4 WBL mark. Sounds better than 4-6.
Right. The Kenton Wildcats, only 1 senior on their roster, but they do have some physical players. We talked about Grant Sherman. He probably brings a football mentality to the court. And one of the things that Coach Bradley talked about when we talked to him before the game was the ability of this Kenton team to play physical ball.
Right. There's no doubt that they're physical kids. I'm sure almost all of them probably play football, and you can just see the development in their bodies. It's there.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the keys to the game. We'll start with the visiting Kenton Wildcats. And as you see, Travis Bertram being introduced. That's one change for the Redskins tonight. He's going to be in the starting lineup. But your keys to the game for the Kenton Wildcats, Rick?
Keys for the game, they have to first of all limit the turnovers. That's a struggle they've had all year. Control the boards, control the rebounding at both ends. They're capable of doing that. And be efficient offensively, and what I mean by that is take their time and get the good shot by the good player.
For the Wapakoneta Redskins, their greedy sales and service keys to the game look like this.
Tonight for the Skins, they want to be consistent, looking for that consistent effort. The last regular season game, inside scoring, looking to get that right away as they always do, and the senior leadership's going to be huge tonight.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Kenton Wildcats as we get set for the start of tonight's game, and there you see them. Some height, a couple of 6'4s there. And for the Wapakoneta Redskins, as we mentioned, Bertram will be in the starting lineup tonight, as he is used to coming off the bench and has been a very valuable asset for Coach Bradley off the bench. The lights are back on, and we are set for basketball here. There you see Sherman with it, near the top of the key.
Skids and man-to-man. Kenton run the flex, and Wapak just switching those screens. Just didn't beat him to the spot in the post that time. There's what we talked about, efficient offense.
Caleb Halsey, the lone senior on this Kenton Wildcat roster, gets the first points of the night. Greavy with it on the right side. And it looks like Morgan must have stepped on the baseline. Coach McCullough talked specifically about Alex Greavy when we talked to him before the game, that if in their best game they would be able to slow him and Buzzard down.
Well, a lot of teams have tried that. Some successful, some not.
Shot off the glass.
A good defensive effort there, but Kenton getting that ball down inside again.
That was Matt Barr with that shot.
Switching in those screens. They got the illegal screen there.
So a turnover there for Kenton.
Number 34, Noah Furbush. Noah's a big boy. He's put together pretty well.
Right. He goes 6'4". He's a junior. Buzzard with it. Dishes outside. Bertram into the lane. The floater won't go. And the rebound tipped around and taken away by Kenton.
Good shot, attacked the rim. Got her hands on an offensive rebound there.
Well, and you've talked about the importance of Bertrand's game. He's best when he's going toward the hoop. Sherman there with the board and draws the foul.
Sherman came in from the out on the perimeter up top there for that offensive rebound. Guards have to screen out also. Sometimes people don't realize that when that happens, everybody starts yelling at the big guys, and it's the guards that let them in there. Big guys can always box out one guy at a time. I like the pass. It got in there, and Travis just not ready to catch the ball, kind of bumbled it around a little bit and shuffled his feet.
Halsey pushes it up the court. Kick out. Now they go cross court. And a foul underneath. Looks like they got Greavy tangled up with Sherman.
Problem with there's nothing wrong with switching down screens and cross screens until you get a 6'4" guy on your 5'9" point guard.
Right.
And then you post him up, and that's exactly what Kenton did there. Posted up Sherman on Greavy, and there's just a disadvantage.
Furbush hauls that pass in near half court. Underneath, they try to go with Buzzard with the swipe.
Good hands. Defensively, getting some active hands. You'd like to see that.
Morgan with it. Greavy will try the jump to the foul line, won't go. And the rebound tipped to the hands of Kenton.
Kenton controlling the boards.
Here you see Furbush in the lane.
Nice move.
Yeah.
Big, strong move.
5-0 Kenton lead with 5 minutes to play first quarter. This Kenton team held defiance to 4 points in the first quarter in their game a couple of days ago. Unfortunately for Kenton, they only scored 10 points in the first half, and by halftime it was 24-10.
Right. You get a physical team like Kenton, you can teach them to play defense, but their example of that, they got caught out of whack defensively and then went for the shot fake. Both left their feet and fouled.
Miller definitely got the short end of that exchange. Substitutions here for Kenton as Austin Phillips, a 6'3" sophomore, comes in. He replaces Furbush. Miller can't take advantage of the trip to the stripe.
Kids went to his own here. 2-3, trying to point out and match up a little bit. Kenton might just stay out there and say, we're not going to play against this zone.
That'll make for entertaining basketball.
Right. They're not in a really excited hurry to try to attack this zone, and they have a 5-0 lead, so I think they've decided that let's bring them out, make them come out and get us. They feel they have an inside advantage.
That pass intended underneath for Sherman is going to get swatted out of there by Greavy, but it will go out of bounds. Cross court, back to Kenton.
Miller out for the Redskins. Tempo in. Still staying in that zone. Want to try to extend it maybe a little bit. Kenton looking to do high-low action out of this. They've got some motion, cut through the angles.
And Sherman with an extra step as he tried to go to the hoop. But that trip down the court took over a minute. for Kenton. Greavy to the baseline, shut off. His pass outside to Bertram. And a swipe there. Blackford to the opposite end, and he'll lay it up and in.
That's a good defensive play there. Step in there and take that ball when Travis tried to make his move to the basket. Just took it from him.
Nice pass to the baseline. Oh, buzzer to Bertram.
That was a good catch, a good finish. That's what the Skins needed to break the lid off that hoop.
Well, and what Coach Bradley talked about, unselfish play. That was one of the things he really liked about their game against Coldwater.
Skins in a 1-3-1 zone now, but that's put a little more pressure out there.
Shot on the baseline of the first points of the night for Austin Phillips.
Can do a nice job attacking the basket. I mean, they had some nice shots in there, and that's a nice cut and pass.
Herb going to come into the game for the Redskins, and Furbush back in for Kenton. See how deep they go on that Kenton bench. We haven't seen only 6 players so far. Shot by Greavy off the mark, buzzard there with the board. Goes back up with it and gets 2.
Good offensive rebound.
Herb just into the game. He's going to pick up his first foul. Herb, a 6'1" senior. Also into the game, Kyle Gibson, also a senior, 6'3". Blackford will try the 3 off the mark. Herb there with the board.
I'd like to see defensively your guards get down there and get some defensive rebounds. Herb did a nice job that time.
Herb will bail out Buzzard there as he was looking for options. And Greavy going to draw a foul as he goes to the hoop.
Just the 3rd team foul for the Cats. The Skins have 3 also.
And we will see Trevor Downing come into the game, sophomore. Buzzard turns. Nice move there to shake Furbush, and he gets 2 more.
He did a nice head fake, shot fake. Kept his pivot foot down to finish that off.
Blackford with it. Over into the corner. That's one way to shake the defense right there. Barr can't connect on the shot. But the ball will be last touched by the Redskins.
They'll drive down there and shove them out of the road.
Right, yeah.
Skins went out of those zones, which I think is a good idea. Get back to the man-to-man and toughen up inside.
Furbush.
Guys covered up. Nice.
Nice looking shot, yeah. Under a minute to play, first quarter. Temple with it. And that errant pass from Buzzard taken away. Back to the other end, Matt Barr tries the jumper, it won't go. And Greavy collects the loose ball. Now just 30 seconds left. Greavy tries the jumper, but a foul going to be called on Gibson.
Yeah, there's a shove that the official had to be watching that one.
So the Redskins struggling to put together 2 positive trips down court. Sherman back into the game for Kenton. Caleb Halsey back into the game as well.
Skins going back to 2-3. They're mixing the man-to-man in with these zones. It's only under 20 seconds here. Probably a good move defensively to get back into this. Got to watch for the high-low sets here out of this.
They try to go to Blackford in the corner. Time winding down. He moves on the baseline, throws up the little layup, but yep. So 1.1 left.
Let's see if we can make a ESPN highlight shot here.
Greavy will launch it.
Oh!
Well, he gave it the best go there at the end of the first quarter, but the Redskins on the short end, 11-6. You're watching high school basketball on TSC.
For over 100 years, the Stolly Insurance Team has been looking out for you.
We have access to major insurance companies all over the country. And together, we can customize an insurance program that will offer you the best coverage for the best premiums. Let us look out for you. Give us a call for a personalized proposal today.
Proudly featuring Motorist Insurance, Stolly Insurance in Lima, Wapak, Salina, and Lakeview. Representing Motorist Insurance Group and other fine insurance companies. Stolly Insurance.
This news alert just in. TSC, located throughout Auglaize County and Southern Allen County, has been accused of having the lowest prices of telephone, television, and high-speed internet service in the area. Packages starting as low as $59.95 a month. Now, while other companies have yet to comment, TSC spokesperson had this to say.
We simply want to offer folks the most affordable packages of the highest quality products. It's just that simple.
To speak with a TSC representative for yourself, dial either of these two phone numbers.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
For the start of the second quarter, and Coach Badley before the game mentioned getting off to a good start, and so far the Redskins have faltered a little bit on that.
Really hasn't found that consistent flow yet. A couple nice individual plays, a couple possessions, but offensively it's just not clicking right now.
Redskins will have the ball to start the second quarter.
Kenton came out in this possession in a 1-2-2 zone.
They will have Morgan, Miller, Gibson, Bertram, and Greavy on the court.
Let's see if we get Morgan open for a three here.
Greavy into the lane, dishes to the baseline. Miller's shot rejected there by Furbush, and Sherman with the board, or with the loose ball.
Yep, that was a nice take, but they just swatted it out of there.
Blackford with it. He drives left side of the lane, his jumper no good. And Bertram there with the board. Greavy onto the baseline, throws it up, no good. Halsey there. Nobody's scored so far in the first minute of play here in the second quarter. Sherman with the lob to Furbush. And now the jumper by Halsey, no good. Sherman there, tried to get a handle on that one, and Greavy took it away.
Getting back to the man-to-man defense. Skins looking for some pick and roll, penetration action.
Bertram with a nice dish to Miller. And he draws the foul. Miller 0 for 2 for the line so far tonight. You see Miller going up for that one.
Good job of making contact, drawing the foul. Now if he can knock these down, reward himself.
Buzzard will check back in for the Redskins, relieving Gibson. And Matt Marr back into the game for Kenton. Miller's next opportunity is good.
About 1 out of 3 for Brandon.
Underneath, and Sherman wide open for the easy deuce.
There's the old-time free throw sideline break. Get her in quick, run her down the sideline, post up. Skins just did not get back there in their trot mode defensively.
Give Sherman 3 tonight. Underneath they go to Miller. He kicks it out. Erb tries the 3, no good.
Good look.
Blackford with the rebound.
Had to loosen up that inside. Had to have to hit some of them outside shots.
They lob it underneath, and Buzzard slaps it away. Erb with the loose ball. Now Buzzard will try the 3, no good. Rebound Furbush. He takes up a lot of space in the lane, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty athletic, and when he goes to get the ball, he goes two-handed, and you just got to get out of his road, or you're going to get a nosebleed or something. Very aggressive young man. I like that. All legal stuff he's doing, too. No cheap shots. He's just strong.
Redskins looking for, the Wildcats looking for an opening. Sherman with it. Halsey tried to get it through 3 Redskins, and it ends up ricocheting off over to Blackford.
Kenton being very patient. There's an offensive foul. Nice shot by Erb. Get over and throw that dribble.
So the foul on Halsey. Greavy back in. Miller will have a seat. Second foul on Halsey.
I like to see the Skins here in this set get the ball reversed a little bit. If they can guard both sides of the basket.
They've only been able to muster 1 point so far in this second quarter, and Bertram's shot comes up short. Furbush, right side of the lane, has that one poked away by Erb.
Good help coming down inside there for the Redskins.
Underneath they go. Phillips can't get it to go as Bertram slaps it away. Loose ball scooped up by Bertram. Good defensive play there.
Right.
Greavy to the outside. Buzzard for the 3. Can't go.
It's just not shooting well.
An errant pass. That last touched by Furbush. Hard to believe you could miss a guy that big. Skins still trail by 6. 3.5 minutes to play in this second quarter. And a whistle and a foul here. We're going to give that to Phillips. Now 16 fouls on Kenton. Erb will try the 3.
There you go.
Got it.
That'll get him going, hopefully.
That cuts the deficit in half. First points of the night for Erb.
Travis Bertram penetrating in there, backing in and kicking it out quickly for that 3. That's the best kind to shoot. That inside-out 3 ball.
Furbush looking for help. Tried to make a pass. It went off the bottom of the backboard. Greavy ends up with it. He'll hand off to Bertram. Nice turn in the lane, and Bertram gets it to fall. But just like that, the lead is 1 for Kenton. Timeout going to be taken here. And that will be taken by Kenton. We'll keep it here with not a lot of time left in this first half, but the Redskins shooting not exactly the way they want it to be, but they've been able to play strong enough defensively to only be down by one.
Right, they made their adjustments on that high-low inside stuff for Kenton and defensively and shut them down, but now they're just starting to score again. But fortunately, they have played good defense because they weren't scoring very well. Now they got 5 points here in the last 30 seconds. We're on a roll.
Right.
That's a roll. Coming out with some kind of little half-court trap here would be my guess.
Kenton will have it with 2:48 left first half. Travis Dowding into the ball game for Kenton. He'll control the ball. They go underneath Phillips. Back outside. Blackford tries the three. It's long. Furbush battles for the rebound, and it comes down to Dowding. He makes a move to the hoop, and it'll travel as Phillips couldn't get set with the ball. There you see the three by Erb. Morgan back into the ball game for the Redskins along with Miller. They go underneath to Miller. He will try to move, no good. Rebound collected by Furbush. See a lot of guys hit the deck underneath there.
Yeah.
Downing takes a dribble. Into the lane, Phillips. Back outside, Downing tries the three. Off the mark. Bertram there with the board for the Redskins. Bertram with the drive. Dishes out Miller. And Greavy going to be fouled going to the hoop. I believe that's on Travis Downing. That'll be the first, and
shoot a 1-and-1. The foul was on the floor before the shot.
Now 17 fouls for Kenton, so a minute and a half left here in this first half. Greavy hits the first one. So we are back to even. And for the first time tonight, the Redskins have the lead. Pass underneath to Furbush, slapped out of there by Buzzard. They could get a little glimpse of the colorful student section here tonight.
Got some bright colors over there, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Blackford to the top of the key, trying to shake Miller. Kenton looking for an open look, under a minute to play. And a whistle. It's going to go back over to the Redskins.
Yeah, that's a call you don't see very often. 3 seconds anymore, but you know, normally they have to be in there 6 or 7 before they'll actually call it. So I wasn't watching, but he must have been in there a while.
Greavy with it on the left side. Skins hold it with 25 seconds left in the half. Look like they're going to hold out and try and take the last shot here. Greavy with it.
Gets the zone. Let's get some penetration or back screen.
Cross court, Greavy under 3. takes the jumper and can, and his time expired. Well, not a strong first half initially for the Skids, but they end with a punctuation mark and take a 3-point lead to the locker room. We're watching high school basketball on TSC.
Who do I call?
Since 1946, home and business owners have trusted Frost Roofing to help make the best roofing decision for their home, building, and budget.
Do you guarantee your work?
With an industry-leading 50-year labor and materials guarantee on select certainteed shingles, Frost Roofing has you covered.
So, what if I decide to move?
Frost will transfer this incredible warranty to the new owners, increasing the value of your home.
Church, home, or business, Frost Roofing offers you the comfort of knowing your roofing system is guaranteed by a professional roofing contractor.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
When you think of protecting your assets, there's more than just your home and car. There's also your life and your family's future. Ensure those you love most are taken care of with protection planning. Life changes and opportunities occur. Look to someone you can trust with a customized approach. Minster Bank's Private Wealth Management Group, investment and insurance products. Not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
Halftime here in Wapakoneta, and the Redskins lead 16-13 lead. But Rick, that score not real indicative of the way this game started, because the Redskins didn't get their first points until well into the first quarter, and then they went through a drought at the start of the second quarter as well.
Yes, they did, and it was part of that was defense. You know, they limited them to one shot. Kenton limited us to one shot, and we wasn't hitting that shot and couldn't get it to the rim, and so part of it was that. But defensively, they got themselves turned around on the Wapak side and was able to stay close in the last 4 minutes, get some points, and as a result, we've got a 3-point lead. They're ready to go.
Kent doesn't have a real strong WBL record, but they have some impressive talent on this squad.
They do. They have some athletes, and like I said earlier, you can teach defense. Athletes can be taught how to defend. The skill part of the game in basketball, you know, that doesn't always come along without a lot of work, and they're a little shaky at that, but they've done a nice job too. It's the type of game that they have a chance to win if you keep a score down like this.
Travis Bertram in the starting lineup tonight. How much of a difference is that mentally for a kid like him who's come off the bench all year?
Oh, he's a senior. He's played 3 years now at varsity level, and it's not a mental thing at all. It's just you got to be ready to play, whether you're coming off the bench, whether you start. You got to be ready to go, and you got to go out and get it.
Has the size inside for Kenton, particularly the bulk that Furbush brings to the lane, affected his play?
Yeah, they're packing it in. They know that's what he does, is penetrate, so they packed it in there. So they take that part of the offense away, and then you got to keep Gravy from doing the same thing. So that takes care of those two, and then Buzzard is your other scorer. But what they didn't highlight tonight, Puck, was they didn't get their 3-point shooters involved. By that I mean Herb and Morgan. Morgan didn't, I don't think, took a 3-pointer, and Herb might have taken 2 and made one of them. Right. So, you know, they're going to have to knock some of them down to open that up for the guys inside.
We'll send you the break with a look at highlights from the first half, and when we come back, we'll be set for the start of the second half. You're watching high school basketball on TSC.
You think just because you're from a small town, you can't have everything that the big towns have? Wrong. At TSC, we offer over 300 digital cable channels to you right here in the heart of the Midwest. Surprised? Don't be. We're TSC. No contracts, no gimmicks, and everything is straightforward and down to earth. Order your digital cable package today, and the HD is free. Now you're talking smart.
If you find yourself in need of legal services, make the law offices of Jowett & Burton your first call. Whether your legal issue involves protecting assets, trust planning or probating an estate, starting a business, buying or selling real estate, or civil litigation over a commercial, probate, or domestic matter, the attorneys and paralegals at Jowett & Burton are ready to help. Call the law offices of Jowett & Burton today at 419-738-9274.
When you see an orange truck, you think G.A. Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because G.A. Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, G.A. Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, think green.
Back here for the start of the second half at Wapakoneta High School Gymnasium. The Redskins on top by a score of 16-13, and hoping for more offensive production like what they saw later in the second half, or excuse me, in the second quarter, as opposed to what they saw early on. Sherman with it, top of the key over to Blackfoot. And from the looks of it, both of these teams have their starting lineups on the floor as Sherman turns and drops that one in.
There was the post power of Kenton. He gets the movement going and get the switches going, then they post up the guards. They're trying to guard their posts.
Buzzard will take the jumper. No good. Miller there with the board. Goes back up, but they can't get it to fall, and Sherman comes down with the board for Kenton. That bucket for Sherman ended a 4-minute and 41-second drought for Kenton. They hadn't scored since midway through the second quarter. Blackford with it.
Held that an illegal screen again. That's a couple times they've caught Kenton moving on that.
Another turnover there.
Because that playing basketball, that's the cutter's fault. You got to cut off the screen, shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip, so that guy don't have to move.
And a push. Looks like they're going to get Halsey with that one.
2 quick fouls by Kenton.
Nope. Give it to Sherman, so that's his first, which is good for Kenton because Halsey already has 2.
The back screen lob covered up.
Greavy tries the 3, got it.
Good execution of that play. You have the back door or the back screen for Buzzard, and if they cover that out, then you pop out for the 3.
7 now for Greavy tonight. 4 points is the biggest lead for the Redskins. To the baseline, jumper no good. Furbush there with the board and the putback.
He just takes his body and goes where he wants. He's a man.
Furbush is a junior, 6'4". Nice pass by Greavy to try to get underneath the Miller. His shot as he is fouled by Matt Barr. Here's a good look at it.
Step through
Miller
pass.
Right at you. Miller drops in that one. Second attempt, off the mark. He struggled a little bit at the foul line tonight.
Good alert play by Morgan there. He saw that weak pass and went out and tried to grab a hold of it. Skins in the 1-3-1 this possession. Gonna trap the corners. Got to front those people post low.
Blackford will try the jumper. Gets his own board. That one off the foot of Greavy and out of bounds. Quick reactions over there in the first row.
Yeah, some of them old people sitting over there. They got Heino and Rupert down there. They got some wheels left.
Well, another turnover for Kenton gives the Redskins the ball back with a 3-point edge.
Good pick and roll there.
Buzzard can't get it to go. Bertram's put back, no good.
The man pulled her down, though.
Yeah. That's his space. He claimed it. Underneath Furbush. Had that one taken away by Bertram.
Good move by Travis there.
Turn in lane, tries to dish to Miller and off the mark. I think Travis may have had a better look than Miller at that stage.
You got to admire him wanting to be unselfish, but I agree with you. I think maybe just go ahead and shoot that in and let Brandon rebound it if you miss.
Temple back into the game for the Redskins. And a foul here. It's going to go on Greavy. That's his second. Herb back into the game. He replaces Bertram. And Austin Phillips back into the game for Kenton. That pass deflected by Morgan and collected by Greavy to Buzzard. His shot partially blocked by Sherman, and the rebound collected by Halsey. And Temple takes that one away. Halfway through the third quarter now. Buzzard nearly lost that one, and he's going to be hacked up in the paint.
I think they called a tie out there. I think they alternating possession to the Skins.
Oh, my mistake.
Couldn't really see. The official was right in my room.
Right.
We'll talk to him about that.
Morgan tries the three, can't get it to fall.
Good look. He should take that shot every time.
Blackford with it right side. Back to Phillips, top of the key. Trying to set up Blackford for that three. Baseline jumper no good, and the rebound collected by Temple.
Good two-handed strong rebound by Alec. Traveled.
Ooh, they're going to say Temple traveled. Seemed like he held the ball long enough to travel.
Yeah, they made a little fake down inside. Then he turned without pivoting, and all you got to do is turn that foot the wrong way, and you're in trouble.
Timeout taken here by Kenton. We'll take a timeout as well. 20-17 with the Redskins on top in the third quarter. You're watching high school basketball on TSC.
For over 100 years, the Stolly Insurance Team has been looking out for you.
We have access to major insurance companies all over the country. But together, we can customize an insurance program that will offer you the best coverage for the best premiums. Let us look out for you. Give us a call for a personalized proposal today.
Proudly featuring Motorist Insurance, Stolly Insurance in Lima, Wapak, Salina, and Lakeview. Representing Motorist Insurance Group and other fine insurance companies. Stolly Insurance.
This news alert just in. TSC, located throughout Auglaize County and Southern Allen County, has been accused of having the lowest prices of telephone, television, and high-speed internet service in the area. Packages starting as low as $59.95 a month. Now, while other companies have yet to comment, TSC spokesperson had this to say.
We simply want to offer folks the most affordable packages of the highest quality products. It's just that simple.
To speak with a TSC representative for yourself, dial either of these two phone numbers.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
To 17, the Redskins on top here in the third quarter. And they have, well, it's been 4-4 so far here in this third quarter. Neither team really exploding offensively, and we're more than halfway through the third, so we'll see which team comes to life offensively. Greavy shutting down Halsey there. Blackford with it top of the key. They get it back over to Halsey on the right side. Down the line underneath, and Phillips will get one off the glass.
There again, they posted up a guard, taking advantage of that size and strength.
Morgan thought about the three-pointer there. They get it to Gibson. He lobs underneath to Greavy. Greavy with the turn on the baseline draws the foul. Halsey not real happy with that call.
I think he got...
And there you can see his reaction.
Pretty close. I mean, he went straight up and Adam used his body, got into him a little bit.
Well, he's going to have a seat. He's got 3 fouls here. And Greavy misses the first foul shot. Trevor Downing into the game for Kent Miller, and Buzzard back into the game for the Redskins. And Greavy back to the stripe. Gets that one. Redskins have not helped themselves tonight at the charity stripe. 2 minutes to play here, third quarter. Sherman tries to go to the baseline, but Buzzard slaps it out of there.
Skins going back to the zone to keep those 2 big guys down at their blocks so they don't take advantage of our guards down there. Good move by Coach Bradley. There's a good effort by Travis. That just didn't grab it.
Yeah, Greavy did a good job to kind of force that off-road pass by Blackford, but he ended up with the ball again, and we're back to even at 21. Greavy on the baseline draws another foul. See if Greavy's able to take advantage of this trip. That one's up and good. And then Greavy able to connect on both of them.
Over the years, he's been an excellent free throw shooter.
He's got 10 tonight. And a pass intercepted by Bertram. To the opposite end. Nice dish to Greavy. Won't go. Miller there with the board. His putback blocked and taken away. And now a foul going to be called. And I believe this foul is going to go at Greavy, and it is. And for him, that's number 3.
A lot of action there. They kind of let him play that possession. I thought Travis got fouled on the penetration, and then Brandon got the rebound. I thought he got fouled, but they were letting him play.
So with those 3 fouls, Greavy sits down and Herb checks back in.
Skin's been trapping in the corners out of this. The last possession, they had everybody move on the trap. Prior to that, they've only been the trappers that are moving.
Furbush can't connect on that one, and Brandon Herb pulls down the rebound.
See if we can get some ball movement here. And we dribble a lot, seems like, tonight.
Bertram with the jumper, no good, and Blackford there with the rebound for Kenton. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Underneath they go to Furbush. His shot off the glass, no good, but Miller there with the foul. Yep. Miller just a little bit of contact there. He picks up his first foul.
Sometimes the kids will reach in on that situation, and then when he goes to shoot, they throw their hands up in the air. Well, the foul's already committed, and they stand there like, I didn't touch him. Well, you didn't touch him when he shot it, but you touched him before he was going up.
Right. But that's a reflex that's learned early on. I didn't do it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So Furbush hits 1 out of the 2. And the Redskin lead is 1. Greavy back into the game with 28 seconds to play here third quarter.
Kenton picking up a little full court man-to-man.
That one slapped away. Greavy able to get back to it. Bertram in the lane. His shot up and good.
Good strong move there.
Four seconds. Blackford with it. He makes a move to the hoop. In the paint, throws up the jumper. It won't go, and time expires here in the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, the Redskins hold on to a 3-point edge. They lead 25-22, and you're watching high school basketball on TSC.
When you think of protecting your assets, there's more than just your home and car. There's also your life and your family's future. Ensure those you love most are taken care of with protection planning. Life changes and opportunities occur. Look to someone you can trust with a customized approach. Minster Bank's Private Wealth Management Group, investment and insurance products. Not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
Who do I call?
Since 1946, home and business owners have trusted Frost Roofing to help make the best roofing decision for their home building and budget.
Do you guarantee your work?
With an industry-leading 50-year labor and materials guarantee on select CertainTeed shingles, Frost Roofing has you covered.
So, what if I decide to move?
Frost will transfer this incredible warranty to the new owners, increasing the value of your home.
Church, home, or business, Frost Roofing offers you the comfort of knowing your roofing system is guaranteed by a professional roofing contractor.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Back here for the start of the fourth quarter. And the Redskins and the Wildcats played to even at 9 apiece in that third quarter. And we start with live action here in the fourth quarter. Halsey with it. Over to Furbush.
Double trap again, and there Irby came back on the up on the backside.
Nice steal by Herb, and he'll draw the foul. We talked about the slump that that Kenton had been in. They scored only 2 points in that second quarter. They have broken out of it with 9 here in the third, but their offense went to sleep.
Well, and I think the Redskins picked up their defense a little bit. Mixing it up, man-to-man, in zone, in and out. I really like the traps they're coming up with here, and like I mentioned earlier, you want to trap a corner somewhere, but the other 3 guys have got to be moving into position to intercept that coming out of there, and they weren't doing that, but this last possession was great.
Herb put some defensive pressure on there. Now Furbush, and Bertram will swat his shot out of there. Herb gonna try the 3. Got it. And that will light up the crowd. That's gonna prompt the timeout over on the Kenton bench as the Redskins come out of the break and pump up 5 quick points there. And Kenton has already struggled offensively. They didn't need to get themselves any deeper in that hole.
Right. Well, Puck comes out with the trap right off the bat this quarter, and Herb comes over and steals the pass, being aggressive. Bertram on that possession, aggressive, comes across the backside and blocks the shot. So all those points came off of defense.
Right.
Morgan gets the outlet, dribbles it up, gets to Herb in the corner quickly, didn't over-dribble, got it to him quick enough that he was open to shoot it.
Well, 7:28 left in our game. Coach Bradley happy with what he's seen here in the start of the fourth quarter. And the Redskins will try to control this 8-point edge. Halsey loses the handle, able to get it back. Kenton will hold it as Blackford gets it down into the corner. And a whistle and a foul. I believe they're going to give that one to Buzzard.
Moving his body there, he got quite a step slow.
You can clearly see the effect that the Wapak defense is having on Kenton. It's really getting them out of their rhythm.
Exactly, they just be a lot more aggressive.
Blackford will try the 3 off the mark. Furbush got the rebound. He goes back up. Buzzard slaps that one out of there. And he picks up another quick foul. So that will give Jake Buzzard his 3rd. That means 2 of the Redskins. They look pretty clean on the replay.
And I'm not sure that happened at the other end. I couldn't see it, but the replay didn't show any foul.
Furbush hits the first one. So the Redskins will have 2 players on the court with 3 fouls in Greavy and Buzzard. Furbush takes advantage of the trip to the line. And a steal here. Halsey will go up for the shot. It's no good, but he draws the foul from Bertram, who hit the deck pretty hard after that block. Well, Kenton has to like what they've been able to accomplish out of that timeout. On the other side, the Redskins have done nothing but get themselves into foul trouble here.
16 fouls for both squads.
Alec Temple back into the game. He replaces Buzzard. And Halsey drops in the second foul shot. Sherman back into the game for Kenton as they've cut this lead to 4.
Kenton's going to pick him up here a little bit full court. Going deep.
Greavy. Herb thought about the 3. Greavy shut off. He kicks it back out to Bertram, who tries the three, and he got it.
Good inside out kick there. Travis, good to see him hit that three-point shot.
Gives him 9 tonight. Kenton tries to go underneath to Halsey. It's slapped out of bounds by Greavy. Buzzard back into the game. He'll give Bertram a rest. Underneath they go, and Halsey will get 2 more. So the lead is 5 for the Redskins. Morgan has that one go off the foot of Furbush. So the Redskins will undown into their own hoop. Greavy to the baseline. Nice dish to Buzzard, who puts it up and in.
Good position by Buzzard on the backside. Alex was able to get the ball down there to him.
6 now for Buzzard. Halsey thought about the 3. Goes left side. Matt Barr will can it from the left side.
Nice shot.
We haven't seen Kenton take a lot of three-point shots
I
tonight.
didn't know that kid. That was a nice shot.
Greavy to Buzzard, who kicks it back out to Morgan. Greavy to the lane, the floater, no good. Temple hooked up with Furbush, and it looks like we're going to get a jump ball here.
2 big boys going at it there, wasn't it?
Right, yeah.
It was like a fumble, a loose.
Glad they were falling that way.
Ball. You gotta get it, yeah. They'd have wiped this table out. We're at.
You're on your own if they start coming this way.
Yeah, well, I'll use my quickness and get out of the road.
Herb will get a luck.
Yeah.
And he drops it in. Good crowd on hand tonight here at Wapak High School.
Well, the Skins are starting to give them something to cheer about.
Right. Sherman can't get it to go. Furbush collects the rebound. Barr down the lane. His shot blocked, and he draws the foul from Temple.
It's good. He's in there. Temple's in there defensively to make one thing happen, and that's don't let them drive without letting them know that you're there.
Right.
And that's what he does right there. That's what he needs to do.
First foul for Temple. Student section is alive here tonight. Barr back to the stripe. And he misses both. Temple with the board.
Student section's having fun tonight.
They are. Greavy with it. Shut down by the double team. Gets a nice pass into Buzzard. He tries the reverse layup. No good. They kick it back out. Morgan will try the 3. Got it.
Yep. Their offense is much better when they get everybody involved. Herb hits some 3s out there. Morgan hits one there. Greavy hit one.
Pass underneath to
hit
Sherman,
one.
right? Foul on Brandon Herb. For Herb, that's his second. 10-point edge now for the Redskins. Their biggest lead of the night.
Playing with a lot more energy in this fourth quarter. At both ends of the court.
Downing back into the game for Kenton, and Bertram checks back in, relieving Morgan. Sherman hits the second one. Temple takes the inbound pass and gets contact from Furbush. And that's 8 fouls now. Excuse me, 7 fouls now on Kenton. So with 3:55 left, both teams in the bonus. Temple hits the first one. His first point of the night. And he gets them both.
That's great. He comes in, he's contributing. Kids need him in the tournament time to play like that.
3 ball on the way for Kenton, no good. Blackford trying to collect that one in the corner, but he goes into the crowd and takes the ball with him. You're gonna sit in the front row, you gotta pay attention tonight.
Especially with the size of some of them bodies.
Bertram into the lane, dishes to Temple. His shot from the left side, right side is no good, but Bertram is there for the board and the putback.
Yeah, nice job. Went right over there to that backside and finished for him.
Furbush with it on the baseline, goes up for the shot, it won't go. Ball tipped around, ends up back in the hands of Kenton, and a foul going to be called. Trevor Downing with the ball. And I believe they're going to give that one to Temple. So Temple will exit with the 2 fouls as Miller comes back in. Downing can't connect on the first one. And the ball goes out of bounds and over to the Redskins. Timeout going to be taken here by the Wildcats. And we will take a timeout as well. 3:09 left in our game, 45-32 in favor of the Redskins. You're watching high school basketball on TSC.
So, you think just because you're from a small town, you can't have everything that the big towns have? Wrong. At TSC, we offer over 300 digital cable channels to you right here in the heart of the Midwest. Surprised? Don't be. We're TSC. No contracts, no gimmicks, and everything is straightforward and down to earth. Order your digital cable package today, and the HD is free. Now you're talking smart.
If you find yourself in need of legal services, make the law offices of Jowett & Burton your first call. Whether your legal issue involves protecting assets, trust planning or probating an estate, starting a business, buying or selling real estate, or civil litigation over a commercial, probate, or domestic matter, the attorneys and paralegals at Jowett & Burton are ready to help. Call the law offices of Jowett & Burton today at 419-738-9274.
And now we can show you what Rick does during halftime. That's him over there on the right.
The old...
Or is that you on the left there?
Yeah, I could be any of them.
Yeah.
The Harlem Shuffle. Harlem Shake and Shuffle. Well, we call it Walpakoneta the Harlem Shuffle. YouTube calls it the Harlem Shake.
They lead 45-32 with just over 3 minutes to play. And a foul against Greeley as he brought it up court. Trevor Downing, the guilty party. He picks up his third.
1-1.
3 players on the Kenton floor right now that have 3 fouls. Miller checks out his Temple back into the game. Shot by Greeley up and good. And the Redskins have started to be more consistent at the foul line here in this second half. Greavy back to the line. He hits them both. So the Redskins have been able to shut down this Kenton team defensively, and they have been adding to their lead. They now have a 15-point edge. Grant Sherman throws one up and in. 8 now for Sherman. Greavy pushes it up court to Temple. And obviously the Redskins not urgent on their end of the court offensively. Foul going to be called here, and that one's going to go on Matt Barr. So for Barr, that's his 4th foul. Now 9 fouls for each team. Temple can't connect, and Sherman comes down with it. Furbush out to Blackford, who tries the 3. It won't go. Bertram there with the board for the Skids. Greavy with it right side, takes a dribble into the lane, backs it back out. That ball slapped out of there by Matt Barr. And for Barr, that's going to be foul number 5. So Barr will exit with the 5 fouls, and Sherman will follow him out. Coming into the game, Travis Downing and Austin Phillips. And Bertram will go to the line. Hits the first one.
This whole thing started at first 2 possessions of the 4th quarter. The Redskins really come out aggressive defensively. Got a steal, breakaway layup, and then blocked the shot. Got another 3 off of that. And that whole momentum switched in this game because of 2 defensive efforts to get the feeling going. And that just opened up the floodgates for the Skins.
1:40 left. Redskins in control here with just under 2 minutes to play. Bertram nearly had the steal there, and then the shot blocked by Buzzard.
Buzzard and Bertram might have got that too.
Lobbed it over to the corner. The Redskins just trying to work these last few seconds off the clock here. Foul on Kenton. It's going to be on Caleb Halsey. And Bertram will go back to the line again. Bertram already with 13 tonight. And now a technical foul going to be called against Matt McCullough.
A little frustration there at the end.
Right. So Bertram will go back to the line. Well, this is the way you'd want to finish things up if you're the Redskins. They have to be proud of their effort here tonight.
Yes, they are. They should be. And one of the seniors that stepped up tonight to play a little bit was Herb. You know, I have him down here for 11 points. Brandon Herb, 6'1" senior. He's been coming in to be the spot shooter all year, and tonight he did some other things, got involved, you know, a spark of effort. I'd like to see the Skins go into the tournament game with a whole different intensity. Because I think they got the ability to do some things. But it's a good senior night. 1 minute and 17 seconds. Skins are up 17.
The intensity of the student section certainly brought some energy to this group tonight.
You see the Skins spread this out here a little bit and make a couple hard cuts and seem to dribble, move the basketball, just move the basketball.
1 minute to go.
Pass it. Get open, pass it. Who's open, pass it.
Loose ball, scooped up by Phillips. Up court, Blackford, he'll try the three. Got it.
Got it.
Timeout going to be taken by Kenton after the three-pointer with 41 seconds left. 51-37, the Redskins with the lead. And they have really done it, like you mentioned, Rick, with defense, strong defense here in the second half, and that started in the second quarter as well, because they were able to hold Kenton to just 2 points in that second quarter, and they continued it. But what they were able to do in that third quarter was build offensively off of that.
Yeah, they got some things going on offensively there in the third quarter, enough to get a lead, and in the fourth quarter they just expanded on that with some good defense again. Every night you should be able to come out with good defense. You know, your offense is going to be spotty, and you're going to adjust here and there for whatever the teams you're playing are trying to do to stop you, and you make those adjustments, you try to find a flow, but defensively it's got to be there every night.
Well, with just 41 seconds left, Redskins will inbound the ball, and Greavy turns it over with a travel. So the Redskins were able to say that they had an above 500 record inside the league now, as with this win they'll finish with the 5-4 mark.
5-4, nice record.
Kenton will fall to 2-7 in league play, as Furbush will go to the line. Bertram picks up his second foul. And for the Redskins, they'll be in action over at Lima Senior High School at 8 o'clock on the 27th. And they will be playing Salina. They are the number 3 seed, and Salina the number 4. The winner of that game will face off with the winner of the Elida and Van Wert game, which will be the 6:15 game on the 27th at Lima Senior. And if the Redskins are able to win, they'll go back to Lima Senior High School on the 1st of March for an 8 o'clock contest against the winner of that Elida Van Wert game. So a lot of teams that are familiar with each other in that,
that'll be
quarter there.
That's like the WBL tournament almost.
Yep.
Having one.
I think
a lot of action.
8 teams in the WBL in that quarter. Shawnee, Kenton, St. Mary's, Elida, Van Wert, Salina, Wapak. So 7.
Van Wert.
Yep.
Elida, yep. 7.
So Miller and Buzzard will check out of the game.
Seniors getting their dues here.
Along with Greavy. And they're getting a standing ovation from a very energetic crowd. Bertram can't get the foul shot. Kenton will bring it up court with just 12 seconds left. And now Bertram will exit the ball game. Jake Browns comes in to replace him. Another solid effort for Travis Bertram.
All the seniors contributed tonight.
Phillips tries the 3, and he got it. That will do it. Strong outing tonight for the Redskins as they finish off the season on a high note with a 52-41 win over Kenton. We'll come back and wrap this one up for you. You're watching high school basketball on TSC.
When you see an orange truck, you think G.A. Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because G.A. Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, G.A. Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, think green.
52-41, your final score here from Wapakoneta High School Gymnasium as the Redskins put together a strong second half and finish off the Kenton Wildcats by a final of 52-41. Rick, you said it all through the night. The defense set up the offense, and the Redskins finished off.
Right. The defense has to be there every night, like we talked about, and the offense got going tonight. And good effort by Kenton on the road. Just didn't have enough in the end and kind of worn out, got a little foul trouble, but great night for the seniors at Wapakoneta.
And for Kenton, they just went into some long offensive droughts that you can't fall into if you're going to be competitive.
Right, exactly, and that had a lot to do with the defense.
2-point second quarter kind of did in the Kenton Wildcats. With the loss, they finish at 11-9 and 2-7 inside league play. The Redskins improved to 13-8 and 5-4 overall, and will go into the tournament with a win, taking on Salina on Saturday. The Redskins win by a final of 52-41. We want to thank the crew that helped us get this done all year long tonight. Jim Miller, Justin Orfel, Josh Miller, Dylan Locke, Tony Perro made on the cameras. Adam Dell was our replay director. And Todd Utrup directing operations here tonight. Rick, it was a pleasure doing ball games with you all season long.
It's fun to work with this crew. You too, Dan.
Yep, they do a good job out there in the truck. And we want to thank all of our sponsors and our viewers for being with us all season long. And we hope to catch up with you next year. So for a final time here tonight, the Redskins with the win, 52-41 over the Kenton Wildcats. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. For Rick Bowersock, I'm Dan Hirn. You've been watching high school basketball on TSC.